is his happy place. Our Thanksgiving meal. We got turkey, sweet potato souffle, crescent rolls, cornbread dressing, gravy, peas, mushrooms, and onions, sugar-free pumpkin pie, chocolate pecan pie, and an apple crisp that's sugar-free. And we got cranberry sauce somewhere, don't we? No. And we got an apple salad with bananas in it, and apples and raisins, and mixed with mayonnaise. So come on over and help yourselves. You can have a plate of food. We have plenty to share. Happy Thanksgiving. Okay, what do you do?
Huh?
What do you do?
I cut out this all the car is and put it in it back. I got a bunch of them in here. It's about 200.
And why do you save them? Why do you save newspapers?
Well, they might be real valuable one day. I know we for 40 years.
You got whole newspapers?
In my room down on that on a shelf against the wall.
Yeah.
Whenever Mayor and I would go off on a vacation, I would we would buy a newspaper of the little town we went in.
Yeah.
Back then you could buy a newspaper for 5 cents. And
now you can read it online. Now you can read the newspaper online on your phone and stuff.
You can't read those newspapers.
I know.
They're on the shelf in my room. And
I'm talking about now.
Well, but anyway, but I got some real old newspapers in there, and what I do here, I'll tear up the sections, like our. What has another card I've got to put there. Okay, well, I'll tear out a section, like the front page. That's the front page. And then I'll put front page in that little bag right there. I've got right now the front pages 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's unlucky. But
An unlucky number.
But tomorrow I'll put another one and make it 14.
Then it won't be unlucky anymore.
Well, that's just, it's really superstitious anyway. But anyway, it's, I got 13 new front page newspapers. I do that all the way. I tear out the front page, and then I tear out the Metro page, the Metro page, and the sports page. I got about 8 different bags in there, and and I'll probably get about, I got 13, and I'll save about 50, and the box will be pretty well filled. I got a larger box over there that I finished about 13 days ago.
Yeah.
I got 50 of these in one. I got 50 of these in one bag.
That's a
I
lot.
mean 50. I got 50 newspapers in a box over there.
That's a lot.
And and they might I figure somebody might wanna give me maybe $10 for the whole box, you know.
Maybe.
Maybe they might, you know,
I
probably.
don't know.
Well, actually, though, it is a fact that to put the right amount of money on something in print,
Yeah.
like a book, anything it's worth $1 for each year.
Isn't?
So these are not even a year old, you see.
Yeah.
But some papers I got in there, actually, I've had for 30 or 40 years. The ones I've had for 40 years, each paper's worth $40.
Right.
Now, who's going to pay me $40 for one newspaper? It's some, but there's not many people that'll give you $40 for one newspaper, unless if it's something real important in it.
Right.
But somebody might wanna might give me $5 for the newspaper.
They might.
They might. I'm quite sure I could get something for $5 or $10 for a box. Now those in the bedroom are not in a box, they're the whole newspapers.
Oh, okay.
And
You have to show us those sometime. You have to show us those sometime.
well, I got newspapers like them in my little house, packed away.
Yeah.
I just run up on another. But I got Metro, the front page Metro section, and but it's just something to do instead of throwing the papers in the trash or wrapping fish up in the newspaper or something.
Wrapping fish.
You know, but it would need a newspaper for packing. I can always give up a newspaper, you know.
Right.
But newspaper, in the old days, you could buy, you'd pay, in the old days, you buy a newspaper for 5 or 10 cents. But now I think a newspaper.
Did you used to deliver newspapers?
Yeah.
Tell us that story. Tell us that story when you would deliver newspapers.
Oh, when I was young, I used to deliver the Augusta Herald. Augusta Herald. The paper sold for 5 cents, and I had around 500 customers. I had a paper route. My paper route, it was all around the Turpin Hill area. Turpin Hill and all those streets and that, but I had 500 newspapers, and but back then everybody took a newspaper. Everybody wanted a paper, you know, and 500. It wasn't like today. You know, like I'm probably the only person in this whole neighborhood that takes the paper. You see, but back then everybody took the newspaper, and I had 500 customers. And you might say, whoo, but they was all together, you know. 500. I had to make 3 trips back to the substation to pick up my newspapers. I couldn't haul 500 on my bicycle at one time, and I delivered the papers on a bicycle. Except it was one place down called Molly Pond Road. Over there, Molly Pond Road, run off old Savannah Road, go down, they call it, you ride down to the brickyard. Right down to the brickyard, and that place was about a half a mile, so I had to ride my bicycle about a half a mile to deliver one newspaper. It was to an office down there on Molly Pond Road. Molly Pond Road ran all the way over from old Savannah Road on beyond where the Gordon Highway is, but it wasn't no Gordon Highway at that time. But it would run on beyond where the Gordon Highway is now. The Gordon Highway, you turn off at that intersection, Molly Pond Road, and where the Gordon Highway is now, you turn off there and go out to the flea markets. The flea markets, you know what flea
Yeah,
market
I know
is.
where the flea market is.
And but I used to ride a bicycle about a mile to deliver one newspaper. Of course, I delivered my papers in the afternoon. It was Augusta Herald and Augusta Chronicle, and I delivered the Augusta Herald. It was an afternoon paper, except on Sunday. On Sunday, everybody got the paper in the morning, and I had to drive my bicycle for the to deliver the Sunday paper, and it was in the morning, and this particular morning was real cold, real cold. Ice on the ground. I was riding back there to deliver that one newspaper, and I got real cold, real cold. I was dressed pretty warm, but it was still cold, and I stopped, and I burned all my newspapers to get warm by. I burned them all, and the rest of the ones I burned, of course, people didn't get the newspaper.
I bet they was mad.
No, I didn't get the first complaint.
Okay.
I didn't get the first complaint, and but I did get warm.
That's good.
Yeah.